Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add house accounts, how to use, customer account functions on your Focus POS system. First things first, you're going to input your code to enter the actual, system. On the top, there's a button here that says customer accounts. It's its own tab, right? A bunch of POSs vary. Some POSs will have an actual customer account button on a different canvas. Uh, I like putting the customer accounts on its own tab just for organization purposes on its own canvas. So we're going to go ahead and click on customer accounts, and there are these four options here, which is add customer, charge account, customer balance, and pay off account. So the add customer is for like if you're barely starting to use this feature, the most important in my opinion, because you're building your database, right? You're adding the customer. Obviously, if you haven't used this feature, then all these customers that you're adding aren't on your system yet. So in order to charge a customer's account, a customer needs to be in the actual system. So we're going to go ahead and just click on add customer, and you'll input their phone number, or you can do it by last name, company account, whatever you guys, want. It's up to you. And then the search match will be like, oh, it begins with this, or it contains this, or if you want it like to match exactly. Usually contains is like the default. So yeah. So we'll just put a test number, so 956-999-9999, and then you click OK. And if that number is already there, then that number is already registered with the customer, then this will pop up, right? But more than likely, it's a new customer. So if it's a new customer that hasn't been added onto the system, we'll do a different number, 888-8888. Then you'll go ahead and click OK. It'll say customer not found, new customer, and then you'll go ahead and click yes. And then you'll go ahead and start inputting the information. So you'll input the first name, right? So we'll go ahead and do Billy Bob, right? And then you're gonna go, if you're gonna be want to be using the charge account function, then you're obviously gonna put allow charge, and then you're gonna go ahead and set a limit, a charge limit. So a charge limit is basically putting a cap on the customer. If it's somebody who's not really that trustworthy, maybe you want to limit it to just like what they're gonna buy that day, what they went in for. Like let's just say a $45 item, right? You'll put 45. If they're a frequent customer that's really good about paying off their account, then you can, up the limit to I don't know, like $500. It's completely, the charge limit is completely up to you guys. Just don't leave it at zero, because obviously when you try charging the account, it won't let you because their limit is zero. So for Billy Bob, we'll go ahead and put $100, right? We'll go ahead and click start order, which is basically you're gonna ring him up, right? And you'll go ahead and let's say Billy Bob came in for a basic facial, right? So go ahead and click on that, and now we go back to customer accounts, and he wants to charge his account. He's like, oh, you know what? I forgot my wallet. Do you think you can go ahead and just, charge my account? You'll be like, sure, no worries. So we'll go ahead and click on charge account, and then we'll look for last name. His last name is Bob. So we click OK. Oh, look, there he is. Click OK. Balance is zero because we haven't charged anything to his account yet. If a customer has an existing balance, then the balance will be there, right? So if Billy Bob had a past balance from a previous visit for like $100, it'll show there like, oh, he has a balance of $100. So you'll let him know like, oh, Billy Bob, just to let you know, you do have a previous balance. Do you want to pay that off? Or it's ultimately up to you guys how you want to work that. But it'll say, is this the correct amount? Just confirming the balance. Yes. Okay, so now we're charging him the $65 for the basic facial. So then go ahead and click OK. And then boom, his account is charged. So you go to customer account, and the check's closed. So if you click on check, oh, this was a test from previous tests, but it would say Billy Bob, and so we're gonna go ahead and click on the question mark to open the close checks, and here he is. So the check is closed. It charges the account, right? So we're good there. So you go to customer accounts. Let's say he came in and was like, hey, I'm like, I want to purchase a service, but I think I have a prior balance, or maybe you guys, decided, like a customer comes in and wants to, charge their account, and you're like, wait, I think they have a previous balance, and more than likely you wouldn't really want to service that client until he or she paid that, balance off first. So you go ahead and click customer balance, and then you'll search the customer by their last name or their phone number. Right now it's selected at last name, but if you want to do it by phone number, you can click phone number. It's not a big deal. Go back to last name. We'll put Bob. Okay, there he is. Okay, Billy Bob, you have a balance of $65, just so that you know. And he's like, yeah, I have the money. I'll go ahead and pay both today, whatever. Then you can click add a new order, and when he pays, he can end up paying both the balance and as well as the what he ordered the current day that he's at, right? But anyway, so that's how you check the balance, customer balance. Now to pay off the account, Billy Bob comes in, he's like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm gonna pay you that's those $65 that I used last time because I want another service today. So then you'll be like, okay, no worries. You're gonna go ahead and click on pay off account. You're gonna look for Billy Bob. Click OK. $65. Okay, Billy Bob, it says here that you have a balance on your account for $65. Is that correct? Well, it is correct, obviously, because you guys input it, and more than like the customer's going to say yes anyway. So, go ahead and click yes, right? And then the payment screen pops up if the customer wants to pay in cash, card, check. It's up to you guys if you guys want to accept checks or Cash App. So you can go ahead and click Cash App, and then it's gonna ask you, is this amount okay? You're gonna click yes, and then you're gonna confirm it again, yes, and then boom. And so now, if you go ahead and check Billy Bob's account by clicking the customer balance and searching his last name, he should have a zero balance for sure. Yep, there it is, zero balance. And under here in the comments, even has the order history that he's good because he literally paid his last account $65, and so he's good. If he wants to add another, he charges his account again. So it's completely up to you guys how you want to handle that. But yep, that's how you use the charge account features in Focus, and customer accounts in Focus. So yep.